Welcome back to my channel, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe, you like the video. And yeah, today we're going to be installing the Rally Armor mud flaps. So it's a nice little detail right here, setting the standard for mud flaps. The reason I got the mud flaps was because I noticed that while driving, especially in the rain, a lot of that dirt and mud will get onto the side panels of the car. So I wanted to get the mud flaps to reduce it, and I heard it helps a lot with that. So stay tuned for the install, and if it's something you guys like, I'll drop the link in the description where I got the mud flaps, the Rally Armors, so you guys can pick up a pair too. So these are the mud flaps we're going to be installing onto the Type R. This upper portion right here includes the two brackets that we're going to have to bend a little bit to fit into the rear of the car. Some pins and everything that I'll be able to see in the instructions, and of course the 4 Rally Armor mud flaps, 2 for the front and 2 for the rear. So stay tuned while we put those on. Alright guys, so after reading the instructions, this is the hardware you will be using for one side of the mud flap. So guys, when I was unboxing these mud flaps, I didn't realize it had this. It said right front, left rear, left front, and all the ones inside. So I just opened it up and took the mud flaps out. However, I later find out there is a difference between the front and the rear. So if you look at it, this one right here is the rear. There is a difference in this top portion right here. So you can see the slant right here is a lot longer than the slant right here, and they are both constructed differently. So these thicker ones at the bottom portion are the rears, and these thinner ones in the front portion are the front mud flaps. This is what we're going to be using to install the mud flaps on this side. So to begin, guys, we are going to be removing this clip right here. So I'm pretty sure you can press in the middle on that, but if not, you're gonna have to pry it out through the side. So I'll keep y'all updated once we do that. Then you're gonna remove this Phillips right here, these 2 Phillips right here, and then this inside clip. So I got these 3 Phillips at the bottom removed already. This top clip, don't worry about breaking it because we're gonna replace these anyways with this white clip right here. So it's fine if you break these. I broke it, but pry it out, keep on prying until it comes out. So once you get those removed, next you're gonna work at this inner one right here. So the way that clip's gonna look is like this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pry this top portion up, and it's gonna open up this clip right here and allow that to come out. So y'all tell me if this is just me or not, if y'all end up buying mud flaps like this, but what I noticed is this one only has 4 holes. There is supposed to be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not entirely sure. I've never seen this before, so just let me know. But I'm gonna try putting it on with just the 4. If it shakes too much or it vibrates, then I guess I'll end up cutting another one to put the 5th, but we'll see. So the way you're gonna end up building this mud flap is you're gonna grab this spacer right here, you're gonna grab a washer, and then you're gonna grab your extra long bolt. So washer through the extra long bolt. This is gonna go on the inside bolt right here. So put that through. You're gonna run the spacer through there, and then you're gonna grab this extra long clip. You're gonna take out this center part right here. That was a clip. And I know it sounds pretty weird, but you're gonna thread this bolt into here. So that's what's gonna be going onto the car. So basically like that. And this is gonna go into the car, and then your bolts there. So it might be a little hard to see, but behind here is a metal clip. You're gonna remove that metal clip and put this plastic clip that's provided to you in the installation guide. So So I'll go ahead and slide this white clip into here, just like so, and the bolt's gonna thread through there. So let me go ahead and start threading this one in on this inside portion right here. Then I'm gonna put this bolt on, and then I'll keep y'all posted what to do about this one right here. So don't forget to put your washer on each one of these bolts that you're putting in. So let me show y'all how that looks like after we start getting this mud flap on. So for this last bolt, guys, like, it is not a part of that red plastic keeper you put in. They supply you with an extra bolt. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna thread this bolt into the original hole right here, just as so, just like that. So I got this top one started on, this one I gotta finish threading in, this one down here, and the inside one, since I'm not sure what happened, but there's not a hole for this extra bolt, right, extra Phillips right here that we didn't put in. But it doesn't look to be shaking too much, so I think we will be fine. But if needed, I will end up drilling an extra hole in there to, you know, make it look flush. So we'll see, but I'll keep you updated on that once I get this bolt threaded in. Leave all the bolts a little bit loose because you're going to be adjusting the mud flap after you start threading them all in. So this is how the front mud flaps turned out, guys, after I got all the bolts tightened up on the inside right here. So I'm going to turn the car around and I'll start working on the rears. Alright guys, so I have all the parts ready that I'm going to be needing for this passenger side, which is going to be the 5 washers, 4 nuts, this one clip which is going to go on the inside right here. That's why we're going to drop all of these clips on the bottom of the car to be able to drop this panel down. We're going to have to bend this a little bit so it can fit in place. So between these 2 nuts right here, we're going to bend it a little bit forward, and then this back part we're going to just bend it a tiny bit front just to get the angle of it right here. So once you get all 5 of these clips out, you're gonna drop this fabric piece forward just as so. This inside clip right here is gonna be the one we're gonna be popping out. There you go. So this clip is out right here. That's where the bracket is we're gonna put the new clip in for the bracket. So let's go ahead and remove this front Phillips right here. I have this tool right here, the one I've been using. We can put a small bit on there. If not, you're gonna have to grab a small screwdriver to be able to fit in there. That's little stubby Phillips. Or buy something like this. So at the end of the day, it's y'all's choice. This just makes the job a lot easier. If you don't have either one, all you have is big Phillips screwdrivers, you could remove the wheel, but you really don't have to if you can find something to use instead of that. So just as I was saying, we're gonna pry around right here. All you're gonna do is just pry a little bit forward. It's pretty flexible, so just work at it a little bit, and once you get kind of a little groove started in there, next you're going to bend this piece forward a little bit. Actually, sorry, bend it back a little bit. So you're going to work at this bottom piece, bend it back a little bit, This forward piece you're gonna bend forward just as so to get that angle of that fender well right there. So I'll show y'all how to install this into there. Stick this bracket in here. I say right above where this carbon fiber piece starts. And then you're gonna turn to the side, lining up this top bolt right here. So stick that in right there. And once that's sticked in, we're gonna get back under the car and we're gonna install this clip right here to replace that clip that we took out. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna line it up and then just put this clip in right here and push down. Just as so. We are done under here. So I'm gonna remove my flashlight and put this piece back on. So I got all these clips reinstalled. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, guys, I'm an idiot and I did it again. Do not install this original Phillips on until you place on the mud flap. And also put a washer, guys. So put this on just like that. And there you go. Now what we're gonna do, guys, is tie in all these nuts. They're all 12 millimeters. But first, we're gonna align this to kind of make it even with the driver's side that we put in. So once I align it, I'll start tying down those nuts and then I'll show y'all what's next. All right, guys, so this is how the car looks like with the mud flaps on. Honestly, I'm really digging it. It's not too much. It doesn't look too out there. You can definitely tell the change with the mud flaps on the car. I felt like the back was too bare and too high with nothing on it. So now with the mud flaps on it, it kind of looks, to me it looks a lot more flush. It looks a lot more better in my personal opinion. So